Yeah, hi everyone. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the continuation of enterprise structure here. Yes, in the last session, I hope so we have discussed about the enterprise structure, how the structure will be, and what all the elements we need to build, and what are the integration point of view. So what are the each and every elements we have discussed very deeply on that particular part, right? So now we got a clarity on what is this enterprise structure. So what are the elements we need to build and how to do that one. All these things we got a clarity very clearly now. So now what we are going to have is, okay, so as we discussed in the last session, so we are going to define and assign the elements here. Okay, so what are the elements we need to define? We have to define, we need to create individually, and same way we are going to assign that particular thing to one. Okay, so as per our flow chart, okay, already we have discussed on that. So now I just written all these things here. So what are the elements we need actually? So our core element is these three, we know that. So our purchase organization, the plant, and the storage location is our core element. Okay, the company code is actually belongs to finance. Okay, already we have discussed, right? So it is actually belongs to finance. Okay, so in practical, okay, in practical, if you are doing a project, okay, the company code is not a scope of Okay, so you don't have any opportunity to create a company code in a live project. Okay, you will not be given. That will be only done by the finance people. Okay, yes, but for now, so we don't have the company code, so we can able to create one and we can able to do that one. Okay, otherwise that is not required. Okay, so otherwise that is not required, that will not be your scope. Okay, so for your better understanding. Okay, right. So now better we can have this one. We need to first define and then we need to assign. Okay, so for the definition we need to have some content, right? So let's have the content here. Okay, don't want to get into the configuration and get confused. Okay, let's have the content here, and based on that content we can create that, so that will be very easy for understanding. Okay, for an example, let's have one company code. Okay, so company code is an accounting unit, right? So legal entity which is for the accounting unit. So it is same like plant. Okay, same like plant, so we can create a plant. For an example, okay, so maybe I'll just give that for an example. Okay, so LMW. Okay, so private limited. Okay, so we can have like this. And for our organization, okay, so let me give, okay, LMW. Okay, so LMW. Okay, so purchase organization. Okay, just for idea. Okay, yeah, then we can go for a plant. Okay, plant, we can we can have two plants. Okay, let's go for the centralized plan. Okay, so we have two models we have seen, right? Centralized and decentralized. Let's go for the centralized one. Okay, one organization, two plant. Okay, so let's go for LMW. Okay, so plant one. Okay, then you can have LMW. Okay, plant two. Okay, we can have two plants. Okay, and third thing, okay, so let's go for this, the least level of unit storage location. We can have a common storage location, and same thing we can use it for two plants. Okay, just we can assign that, it will be working. So let's have that for an example. Okay, so maybe okay, so raw material storage. Okay, and for an example we can store for, okay, FG storage. Okay, yes, so just any storage, just for our understanding. Okay, now we got a content. Now we can get into the system. Okay, so then we can able to define and assign. Okay, so define, we are going to define all these things here. Okay, assign, so we have to go through this. Okay, so already we have the structure. So based on structure, by seeing the structure we can define, so then only we can get the clarity. Okay, so we can see that, right? Yes, so we can get into the system. Okay, same way, just double click on that. Okay, so the password, right? Okay, so the favorites is still there, you can able to see that. Okay, so it is fine. So wherever, until you delete by yourself, so that will be there always. Okay, right. So now we are entering into the configuration part. Okay, the first time we are entering into the backend, so the configuration part we are entering into that one. So what is the T code for a configuration? Okay, that is a T code, right? So for the, even for the front end or the back end, so we have a dedicated T codes. Using the T codes only we are just doing that one. Okay, let's get into this particular T code. What does the T code stand for? It is SPRO is the T code here. Okay, SPRO is the T code for getting inside this enterprise structure here. So not only the enterprise structure, for the configuration. Okay, this SPRO, okay, consists of a abbreviation here. Let me give a small abbreviation. Okay, this SPRO stands for, okay, maybe they will ask in any interviews or certification. Okay, just for your understanding. So SPRO stands for SAP project, okay, reference, okay, object. Okay, SPRO stands for SAP project reference, just for your idea. So maybe anywhere it is asked, you can able to answer that. Okay, yes. SAP project reference object. This is the T code for getting inside the configuration part. Okay, yes, just give an enter. Yes, so you can see it is automatically taking to me a place. Okay, still we are not close to that one. Okay, so we have one more option here called SAP reference IMG. I want to click on this, then only I can enter into the configuration part. So this also will have a abbreviation here. So SAP, okay, reference IMG stands for SAP, okay, so reference implementation guide. Okay, it is called as SAP reference implementation guide. Okay, just for your understanding. Okay, so this is having an abbreviation, you should know that. Okay, right. Okay, now we can click on this particular reference IMG. It will directly take me to the configuration page. This is the backend configuration page. We are in the backend now. So here you can see all the different modules. It's not only for all the different modules will have the configuration part here. Okay, so all the module consultants should come here and they have to do the configuration. They don't have any other choice. Okay, for an example, you can see the finances here. They have a separate folder for finance, and you can see for sales and distribution separately. For we have a separate folder, and quality we have separate, plan maintenance we have separate, production we have separate. All the modules we have a separate, okay, folder here, so where the consultants will come and they can do their configuration very conveniently. Okay, so now it is perfect. Now coming for enterprise structure, I told you right before we start anything in for a thing, so we need an enterprise structure to be created first. So before going into our home folder, okay, these are the home folders. Before going into that, so we need to, okay, create the enterprise structure first. That is the base foundation. It's like building a house. Okay, before you build a house, you just want to make a civil foundation, a base foundation, then only you want to build upon that. Okay, same case here. First we need to have an enterprise structure created, then only we need to go to our home folder to doing our respective configuration. Okay, so where is our home folder? So this is our home folder. Where is an enterprise structure? It is commonly available here. You can see the enterprise structure is having a common folder. Okay, all the consultants, okay, so who's having the access of the enterprise structure, because not all the modules will have the enterprise structure. Okay, that you need to keep in mind. Okay, not all the modules is having the enterprise structure. SAP has given only few modules to have this enterprise structure option. Means we are going to create our own territory and boundaries. Okay, only few modules has given that option. We can see what all the modules. So let's click on this small arrow. You can see a small arrow option here. Click on that. Yes, you can see two options. I told you right, there are two options. One is a definition and one is an assignment. So definition, we are going to create the elements. What are the elements we have? All the elements we are going to create that one by one. And in assignment, we are going to assign that. Okay, that will be the difference. Okay, right. So in definition part, okay, so get into the definition part, click on that. Okay, there you can see the modules which are all being taken under enterprise structure. You can see the finance, you can see the sales, you can see the material management, you can see the plant maintenance, even HR is there, you can see that one. But you cannot see the other modules like production planning. PP is not there, project system is not there, CRM is not there, like that. So we have n number of modules. Not all the modules are included here. So only the important modules, especially the supply chain, so has been included here. Okay, so now you can see we have our own folder. So we are clear, right? So we have an enterprise structure, we need to create that, so we don't have any option. Okay, right. So let's get into that. So we have our own folder, right? So this is a definition. Let's get into that. Okay, so there you can see how many elements we have here. So we have how many elements? So we have element 1. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3 elements here. Okay, the purchase organization, plan, storage location. So how many we have here in the folder? Only 2, purchase organization and storage location. Only 2 we have, right? Actually we need 3, right? So in our folder it is only 2 is available. So what about the other? So which one is missing here? So the missing is the plant, right? The plant is missing here. So where we can able to find the plant? Okay, so again, so we have to logically think that, okay, the plant is a common physical entity. Okay, the plant is a common physical entity. Okay, all the common things will come under what? It come under the logistics. Okay, so where it is logistics here? Here you can see the logistics general. Click on that. There you can able to find the plant. You can see the plant is available. Why? Because that we cannot take the ownership. Okay, even though the plant is helping the amount to store all the informations anyway. So, but in terms of enterprise, so that comes under the logistics. But we are going to use that. Okay, but we are going to use that. But it is available in the logistics. Okay, now we got the thing. Okay, so now we got the organization, story, location, and plant. We got all these things perfectly. Now we want to understand one thing. So while creating this particular thing, we need to go in a sequence. So what is that sequence? The first is organization. Okay, second one is a plant. Okay, and third one is a story location. This is what the sequence you need to go. Okay, the people, the consultant will show their attitude. For an example, maybe okay, someone, okay, so the story location, they will start with story location. They will ask, right, why can't we start with the story location? What will happen? Right, so I can create a story location, then plan, then organization. I will go 3 to 1. What will happen? So you want to try? Yes, you can try. See, let's see what happens if it is not there. Always it is a best idea to check that whether if we go upside down, what will happen. So I'll just open the story location here. Okay, just execute. This is an execution button. If you just click on it, will open. So what you will be getting here when you are creating the story location, it is asking for a plant. So it is asking for a plant. So it is very clear that, okay, so without creating a plant, you cannot create the story location, because inside the plant only we have a story location, not inside the story location we have the plant. So it is entirely different. Okay, that is why we need to go in a sequence. The sequence is really makes sense. Okay, so we need to make a proper sequence. After creating a plant only, we need to create a story location, or else you cannot create. Okay, so now you will be getting a clear idea about why we are following the sequence. Okay, let's go into the sequence now, so it will be fine. So first let me create an organization. Already we have everything here. So we have everything here. Okay, so let's go with the same thing. Okay, yes. So let's start with the company code. Okay, so company code, I told you, right, that will be a finance scope. Anyway, so for this case we can able to create that. So for that I need to go into the finance. Okay, not into the metal management. I need to go to the finance. So there I have a company code option here. I just have a company code option. Okay, so I can create a company code here, all this, or else you can take any company code. Okay, so that is also fine, because we don't need to create that, because actually, to be frank, it is not the scope of us. Maybe we can take anything. Okay, so maybe we can take this one. Okay, yes, anything randomly. Okay, 1710. So in live project you don't have problem with this, because the finance will give you the company code, which company code you need to use, because that all setups he has to do. Okay, so let me take this 1710 as my company code. Okay, so I will take this. Okay, and we can use this, okay, from the finance side. Okay, yes. Now get into this metal management here. So we have the purchase organization. Let's have this purchase organization execute this. So here you can see all the purchase organization has been created. In your live project you cannot see anything here unless you can see one standard one. This is a standard one. 0001 is a standard one. You can see this in German. Okay, it is in German, means it is in standard. Okay, it is a standard one. Other than that you cannot see anything here. Okay, yes. So what you can do is two things you can do. For an example, here you have an option called new entry or copy as. If you get into the new entry, so you will get the entire fresh page. For an example, you can see the entire fresh page. So here you want to give all this information here. So those who are doing this for the first time, they will get confused what to give here and what to give here. Right, so how many characters want to give here and how many want to give here, so people will definitely get confused. So for that reason only SAP has given a provision, okay, to have that a sample one. So SAP has given a sample. This is a sample. Okay, so if you want to create that, you just select this. Instead of going with a new entry, you can go with a copy as. What will happen, this will be entirely copy and you can able to edit that. It's like copying a file and pasting somewhere and you just renaming the file like that. Okay, the work is very easy. You will not miss any important things. Okay, or else what will happen, you will if you miss something important, you cannot be able to find now, so that will impact in your P2P cycle. Okay, let's hope here. For an example, here we have a sample, right? So before we create, we need to find which one is unique, because the unique number will be taken, not the repeated numbers will be taken. You can see that. So 003, okay, for an example, 003 is not there. So let's create 003. Okay, yes. So let's copy this. Okay, yes, you can go with new entry also. It is based on the consultant, so separate consultant will have their own style, so you can go with that. Okay, so like that, you have a delete option, you can delete that. You can do the undo option, you can select all option, like that. See, this all things are looks like an Excel. Okay, normally what you will normally use in Excel, same kind of options. Okay, so now you can see this one. Okay, so we have the purchase organization here. Just copy this. Okay, copy. See, now if you copy, you don't want to mind about what to give here and here. So that is very clear. It's like a newsreader prompting. So how the newsreader will do, he will have a prompting in front of her. So she will be seeing that and he will be doing that, right? Same case here. Okay, so now you have a prompting here. So just want to know, you will be getting an idea here, 4-digit code, and here is a description. We got an idea. Okay, this is the smallest one. Purchase organization is the smallest unit, so that is what it is asking, only 2 information. But if you go for a plant, you will need to give more information. Okay, let's see that. So let's give the purchase organization. I think the 3 we need to give, so 3 is not there, so let me give 3. Okay, yes, then I'll just edit this. So what is the organization we have planned? So we planned for LMW. Okay, so purchase organization. Okay, this is what we have just planned. I'm giving that, just give an enter. So it was created. That's it. See, very simple to create. Okay, if you have the content with you, so how many organization and all the steps, so it will not take more than few seconds. That's it. Very simple, we can create. Okay, after creating, what we need to do, just give a save. Okay, you can give, click on this, or you can give Control S. Whatever you use in Excel, the same thing we can use here also. Okay, just give a save. Okay, so you will be getting a transport request. This is called as a transport request. Okay, why we are using this transport request is, this is only available for the configuration purpose. Whenever you create or change anything in the configuration, you will be recorded in the transport request. Okay, why this transport record is required? In the sense, we just seen the recording the servers in the GUI navigation, right? So for an example, I will do the trial and error in the development server, then I will move to the quality, then from there I move it to the production. So this movement will happen, right? That is based on this request, because all the things, whatever the things you are getting, you are recording in this request. So when you want to move from one server to another server, this request can be moved. Okay, so your data can be done. You don't need to reconfigure in the other server. Okay, that is the point. Okay, you don't want to reconfigure. Once you done here, so using this TR, we can able to move. Okay, right. Okay, so initially when you are trying up, so it can be empty. Okay, so initially when you are trying up, it can be empty. So what you can do is, you can click on this particular create request. If it is empty, you just click on this create request, and you can give what you are doing here. For an example, we are doing enterprise structure, right? You can give, so we are doing enterprise structure. Okay, so we are doing enterprise structure. Okay, so for LMW, so like that, you can give that one. Okay, and you can give a save. So what will happen? So you will get a new TR with the new name here. Okay, so this will be recorded in the backend. So when you want to move, you can able to move. So most probably the movement will be done by the technical guy. Don't worry about that. Okay, just give OK, continue. Yes, now it is done. So one organization is created. Okay, so just go back. Okay, so now what we need to do the second one, we need to go for logistics and create a plant here. Okay, now we need to create a plant. Okay, how many plants we planned for? So we planned for 2 plants, right? 2 plants we planned for. So just execute here. Okay, same execution. You will be given almost like a same option. Almost like the same option, you will be getting that, but you need to give some more information here. Okay, first let's find out so which one is available. 001, 2, 3. Okay, the 4 is not available. You can see until the 3 is there, so the 4 is not available. Let's create a 4. Okay, organization we have created as 3. Okay, we should remember. Okay, and 4, so we are creating a plant. 4 and 5 we can create 2 plant. Okay, again same like the organization, what I can do, I have the same option. So why this option is always means, wherever you go into the configuration, these options will be coming along with you. Okay, yes. So what we can do now is, okay, again, so we have a sample. Okay, you can see this is a sample here. I'll just copy the sample. Okay, just select and copy the sample. It is very easy. See, you will not miss any important thing. Okay, just copy. I'll show you that. Just copy. See, you got everything here. What you need to do, just change it. Okay, just rename it. Okay, 0004. Okay, and you can give a name. So what is the name? So LMW. Okay, so plant 1. Okay, yes, and you want to give a second name, you can give, or else you can just leave it. Okay, yes. Okay, and you will be having some options here. This we can give on the next area. Here you can see the factory calendar. Okay, I will discuss about this factory calendar later. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, factory calendar is a part of PP, but I'll just explain that later. Now just give an enter. See, it is taking you to the next page here. You can see that. Okay, so it is taking for address area. Why the purchase organization is not having this option? Why the plant is having this option? Why? Because the purchase organization is an internal unit. Okay, so when you are connecting with a plant, or when you are connecting with an external vendor, so the plant makes the important thing, because the plant is a physical entity. The plant is a physical entity. For an example, tomorrow the vendor is delivering the product. Where he will deliver? So he will deliver to the plant. So you need to give a valid address, then only it can be done. Right? Yes. So now you can see this one. Okay, so let me give the same thing here. So LMW. Okay, so plant 1. Okay, so I'm giving, this is just a KYC. How we normally fill the KYC in a bank. Like that, this is a KYC here. Okay, so you can give the KYC here. So what we can able to do, so we can just give the plant section here. Okay, so plant, and we can give the search term, how you can able to search this. For an example, I can give LMW. Okay, P1 for plant 1. So just a small identification what I can do. Okay, so then what we can do, so I can give the address details, so door number. Okay, so then I can give a street address, so Gandhi Street. Okay, so then I can give the postal code. So whatever the postal code I want, I can give that, and I can give a city. Okay, so like that I can give a country and region. Okay, everything is available in the drop down. Okay, so we don't want to worry about anything here. So everything will be available in the drop down. Okay, just you want to select based on this. That is what I told you. This is just a KYC. Okay, just you are giving the address where the material should reach from the vendor location. That's it. So you can give that one. If you have any dedicated email address for this plant, you have dedicated phone number for this plant, whatever, you can give that information here. So this will be the contact information. For an example, if a vendor is supplying a product, so he will supply only here. Okay, he will supply only here. So that will be the major supply of this. Okay, right. So once we given this, just give an enter. Okay, you can give this tick mark or enter. Okay, both the things are same. Just give an enter. So your plant is created. See, your plant is ready. Your plant is ready now. Okay, it's very simple to create. And what we normally you do, so you just save this, so that here will generate. See, this is a routine process. When you do 1 or 2 times continuously, automatically you can able to be a part of a project. Okay, project is not a very serious thing. Okay, just understanding the business and giving the solution as per the thing. So that's all about this one. Okay, don't get complicated, right? Yes. Okay, now it is done. So one plant we have created. So we just plan to create 2 plants, right? So let's create the second plant also. So this time I copy the same thing. See, whatever I created, I just copy that. Okay, that will be easy for me. Okay, I just make a copy. So now you can see the same thing what we have given, it is there. Now I just change to 4 instead of 5. Oh, sorry, 5 instead of 4. Okay, I just changed that one. So instead of plant 1, I just changed to plant 2. That's it. See, so my work is getting faster. See, it's a very smart way to handle the projects. Okay, so don't go with the ultra traditional way, because I will go in the new entry, I'll fill every salient form. So okay, it is not required. So go in a smart way, because we don't get that much of time in the live project. Okay, if you are spending much time on the configuration, you won't get time for the testing. So testing we need to spend more time, because that will be more sensitive here, because we will get a lot of errors and all these things. Okay, right. So just give an enter. Yes, you can see again the same information came, because we copied from the previous one. So now it's time we can give this plant. Okay, for an example, plant 2 I can give here. So here also I'll just change to plant 2. Okay, and if you want to change the address, you can able to change the address. For an example, okay, so I'll change the address here. Okay, so for an example, I'm changing this to Chennai, Okay, so like that. Okay, so whatever the changes you want, you can able to change this. This is the address of the second unit. Okay, so we have the plant 2 here. So this is a second unit. It's a physical entity, so we cannot able to have anything here. Okay, we have to follow the physical entity where it is actually located. We need to give that address. Okay, because this is the address what it is going to print on the purchase order, because whatever the order we are going to give it to the vendor, so that order will get printed on this particular part. Okay, yes. So after making this, just give okay. Yes, you can see the number 5 also it is created. So the 2 plans are already being created. So you can see this well and good. So very simple to create, right? Just understanding the logic, you can able to do it very simple. Okay, just create a content what you want to have, then come into the system and do this part. So it will be very easy, right? Yes. Now let's save this. Okay, save this. Okay, so now the organization and the company code and this story location, sorry, the plant is done. So now only one part is missing, is the story location. It's the smallest unit here, so that is not a problem. So just get into the story location, so it will ask you the plant. Okay, now we have the plant, right? Now we have the plant. Okay, so now I just not remember this particular page. You can see I don't remember the plant. Okay, how I can find that one? Okay, you can see this option called find option. On the nearby you can see a small box, click on that. So this is a finding option. You can see this is a finding option. You find all the plant here. Okay, all the plant here. Okay, so you can able to find that by seeing here itself. But if you cannot able to find, what you can do, whatever you do in Excel, what you will do to find that one, you can give Control F, right? Click here on the Control F. Same thing, whatever you use in Excel, the same option here. So just give a Control F here. So this is a finding option. Okay, so there you can able to find that. For an example, I'm just giving LMW here and enter. So automatically it will take me here. See, automatically the arrow is going here. Okay, if I give more specific like LMW space P1, automatically it will take me to the specific one. If I give P2, automatically it will take me to that place. Okay, it is based on the search term. Okay, normally how you will use in an Excel. Okay, same pattern we are going to use here also. Okay, yes. Okay, so this story location part, okay, from this story location part and the assignment part, okay, we have just in the part of definition now. So this definition part, okay, a small portion of story location, and regarding the assignment part we can able to see on the next session. Okay, so we'll see on the next session. Okay, so till that we can able to close with this. Okay, so next session we can see the story location and also the complete assignment part. Okay, and we can compare with our flowchart whether it is mapping or not. So let's have that one. Yes, yeah, thank you.